Okay, 14. Which following statements is true about the function f? It's talking about f having relative extrema, which means f having a relative min or a relative max. It's also talking about f having a point of inflection. So let's try, let's go Hunter. What sentence can I write that will guide my work regarding whether or not f has a relative extrema or not?
What do you mean, like the sentence?
Yeah, like we did before, we said f,
Oh.
you're doing great, has
an inflection point.
we'll start with the extrema here.
Okay.
So relative extrema when, how do I finish that sentence, Hunter?
It's when f of x changes sign.
2 points, but no, it's okay. How do I finish the sentence, Jacob?
When f prime changes sign.
There we go. 2 points.
You said f.
Oh.
Yeah, you said F. So no worries. Questions? Okay, that's going to guide us figuring out like whether A is true or not. We still need a sentence, Kate, for figuring out whether F has a point of inflection. So what sentence would I use to guide my thinking there? There we go. F has inflection point, 2 points for Kate, when F double prime changes sign. Questions? Anyone bothered by anything? Okay, so that's what's going to guide our work. So Jessica, what would you suggest I now do?
Find the derivative of f.
Perfect. Tell me what to write for that derivative, Jessica.
F of x equals 4.
F prime, sorry.
Or yeah.
You're
I
good.
got a 4x to the third.
Yeah, it's hard to read that.
Minus 6x to the second.
2 points for Jessica. Well done. Anybody else? Sweet. Jackson, now what?
Find where I equals 0.
Smart. The thing you've got to do in between is always factor as much as you can. So F prime,
Take out a 2x squared.
nicely done. 2 points for Jackson. So now we're going to jump over to, hold on a minute. Let's go to Anna, now what?
Left in is 2x minus 3.
2 points. Questions? Awesome, we have the factored version. Now we write down the statement that will always get points on a written section, almost always. F prime of x must equal 0 when x equal, Drex, how do I finish that statement?
When x equals 0.
Good.
Point 1.5.
Nicely done. Nicely done. X equals 3/2, 2 points for Drex. You don't need me to give more detail on that information. I can always show you more. If you need me to show more, you just tell me to show you more. Here we go, please. The 3/2. So what he did was this. He said F prime consists of, you could think of F prime as being 2 factors. If either factor equals 0, then F prime will be 0. So Jesse, if I put an x equal to 0 here and here, will F prime equal 0? Yeah. But if I can make this factor equal 0, so I'm going to do that over here. I'm going to say I want I want 2x minus 3 to be 0 for some x. So I do a little algebra. Did that answer your question?
Yeah.
2 more. Anybody else? Perfect. Okay, Jack, now what?
Will you make the chart?
Perfect. And what am I charting, Jack?
X and F prime.
Perfect. I'm charting x and f prime because I'm looking for when f prime changes sign. So I go x, 2 points for Jack, and f prime. So Connor, now what?
Now do a little bit of space, and then 0, then some space, and then 3 halves.
2 points. Nicely done. Sweet. Let's go to Ethan Valletta now. Ethan.
1 before 0.
So I need a number before 0. What number would I put there?
-1.
There we go. So then I come over here, Ethan. First factor of f prime. If x is -1, this will be
That will be negative.
so we take the -1, put in for x.
Oh wait, no, it would be positive.
There we go. -1 squared to be positive times 2 positives. That's positive. 2 points for Ethan. Both Ethans there, actually. And then Riley, this factor here, if x is -1, this factor will be,
Positive.
let's see.
Wait.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Because 2 times, no, careful. 2 times -1 would be
-2.
-2 minus 3 would be,
-5.
yeah, so negative. 2 for Riley. So overall, f prime is negative. I need more detail on anything. So Carrie Ann, what do we do now?
We would choose a value between 0 and 3/2, right?
Yep.
One that comes to my mind is 1.
1 is the perfect choice, easiest number to work with. Fits in between, 2 points for Carrie Ann. So Maddie, now what?
Well, when you plug in 1, it's positive for 2x squared, but it's negative for 2 times x minus 3, so it's negative.
This one's 0, I should have written that down. Positive here, I put in a x equal 1 here. This is still going to be negative. Oh, wait a minute, something's, yeah, we're good. 2 points for Maddie. Questions? Now what, Jesse? Yeah, something bigger than 3 halves. 2's great. 2 points for Jesse. So we're here to Haley. Now what, Haley? So I put 2 into this x here, and this factor will be what, Haley? That'll be positive. How about the other factor? Positive. 2 points for Haley. Question? All right, hands up. Who can tell me where f has a relative extrema? Who can tell me at what x coordinate will f have a relative? This is f prime. At what x coordinate will f have a relative extrema? There we go. Let's go, Sam. So at x equal 3 halves, that's the x coordinate where f prime is changing from negative y coordinates to positive y coordinates. Hence, I know, and that would be a relative min. So f has relative min at x equal 3 halves. How many saw it before Sam said it? 2 points, 3%. Questions, please?
So before that, when at -1, f prime is negative. At 0, it's 0, and at 1 it's negative. So that means there's a little bump in the graph at x equals 0. Is that not a relative max because it's just too close to 3 halves? Or why is
Different.
that not?
So you're, hey, 2 for Dylan.
Oh, I thought F prime.
You're okay, let me draw it. It's a really good question. Hey, look, f prime is the slope of f. So just say it out loud as a class. When f prime is negative, what do we know f is doing? Say it. Decreasing. So if I were trying to draw f, just kind of a rough sketch, I'd say f is going down. When I get to x equals 0, the slope of f has to be 0. When I get to x equals 0, the slope of f at x equals 0, the slope of f has to be 0. So that's what f would look like. But then f continues to decrease until I get to x equal 3 halves at x. Did that answer your question, Dylan?
Yeah, I forgot that we were talking about behavior on F, not F prime.
No worries. 2 more. Anybody else? Sweet. So we got part of it done. Got to do the other part. We got to figure out the points of inflection. So, can I erase everything that's on the board? Perfect. We'll copy it over. So, copy that. Okay, we need this though, right here. Raise your hand, please. I'd just like a vote. We have 2 versions of f prime. We have a version that shows terms. We have a version that shows factors. When we made the sign chart, the version of f prime using factors is easiest by far. When we go to take the derivative, usually easiest to go back to the terms. So we'll go to Ian. Here's my f prime. What am I going to write as f double prime?
You do 12x squared minus 12x.
Perfect. So let's write that down. So f double prime is 12x squared, subtract 12x. Questions? Perfect. Stella, what do I write next?
You would pull out 12x.
2 points. Tessa, what do I write?
Then you do x minus 1.
Nicely done. 2 points for both of you. Perfect. Speed up the pace here. Sabrina, now what? Okay. Let's go, Claire, what do we do now? We do want to make a chart of f double prime. Before we do that, we want to make sure we get our point on the written section, which means we want to write on our paper f double prime of x. 2 points for Sabrina, 2 for Claire. This was harder than I was kind of anticipating. F double prime of x is equal to 0 or undefined when x equal, and what goes on that x here? Perfect. X equals 0 or x equal 1. 2 points. Question. So now what, Mary? I'm going to make the sign chart. What goes in the chart, Mary? Say it louder.
Space and then 0.
What are the headings for the chart?
X and F double prime.
Nicely done. 2 points. And then Brooklyn, keep going. Now what?
So now you're gonna have 0 and then
2 points for Brooklyn. Now what, Anna?
You pick a number less than 0, it's -1.
Good, so we go -1 here. We know this is 0, we know this is 0. Lexi, now what?
For -1, you would put it in for x, so you have a negative, and then you have another negative.
Negative times negative is positive, so we can speed this up a little bit. 2 points. Questions? Paige, now what?
When you choose a number between 0 and 1, so you choose 0.5, and then you end up with a positive and negative.
Positive and negative. Nicely done, perfect. So that's negative, 2 for Paige. Let's go Jason, now what?
Now you plug in you plug in 2 for x. You plug in the 2, and then both x's, you get a positive.
Nicely done. 2 points for Jason. Show me if you know the correct letter answer now. Who knows the correct letter answer? That is good work. 3 points. Well done. Sam, please.
In the beginning, we were seeing that they only one of the options had one relatively strong element.
Yeah, for sure. 2 points. Well done. Didn't even notice. Anybody else? The correct answer is C. That makes sense. I'm just always standing in your way. Okay, next one. That's good work. Well